Welcome back. 2023 was quite the eventful year for me. I moved to Flateyri, started working on the house, started on this YouTube channel. But I've got plans to go bigger and better in the year 2024. And Happy New Year. And I'm actually going to make a couple of resolutions because they never fail, right? But more on that later. First, I want to talk to you about how New Year's Eve in Iceland works and how we go about it.
Oh, baby, it's right now. You don't wanna waste this time.
One of the staples of Icelandic New Year's Eve is fireworks, and Icelanders are pretty bonkers when it comes to fireworks. What you just saw was just one of oh so many pop-up stores that all over the country that are just for sales of fireworks. The one you just saw was for the search and rescue teams because selling of fireworks is one of the biggest fundraisers for them, for either equipment, training, and etc. But it's not the only one, thankfully.
Björgunarsveitir gegna mikilvægu hlutverki í okkar samfélagi. Hlutverki sem unnið af þúsundum sjálfboðaliða alla daga ársins. Flugeldasala mikilvæg fjáröflun sem tryggir að við getum sinnt þeim verkefnum sem okkur eru falin. Þú getur alltaf treyst á okkur. Nú treystum við á þig. Slysavarnarfélagið, Landsbjörg.
What you just saw was a short ad for the search and rescue teams for their sales of fireworks. It's hard not to get motivated and just jump into a car and go and buy fireworks to support them. Because after all, they are our first and last defense kinda against gale force winds, earthquakes, eruptions, avalanches, mudslides, and also many things. But I also want to mention there is definitely one individual who is not a fan of fireworks, and that is Hugo. And that is all over for all animals. There's always countless reports of lost animals during these times. But because they basically get scared of the fireworks, which is understandable. It's loud, it's bright, and they don't know what it is. On the previous dogs that the family have had, we have tried giving them sedatives, but in our opinion, it doesn't work. The only thing that actually works is just to be with them, make sure they feel protected, have soft music or the TV running, and just comfort them, because it will pass, and it's a special bond that is kind of created when you're just chilling with your dog and making him feel protected. Because after all, he is one of the family. But before we go and shoot up the fireworks for the New Year's Eve, there's always a small sketch show the entire country watches. It's around about 45 minutes. It's kind of reminiscent of Saturday Night Live if you're from the US. But it's not live. It's pre-recorded, and it's when the family kind of gathers around and watches it and either laugh or not. But usually it's pretty good. But of course, people have differing humor and differing opinions. So for a couple of weeks after New Year's, there's always a talk about how good it was. But there's actually one good barometer on how good it is. If people start shooting before it ends, it's not pretty good. So if there's a lot of fireworks during that. But usually it's a big lull in the fireworks just before. It starts around about 10:30 and it finishes around about 11:30. Those two are actually the staple of the Icelandic New Year's. And here is a small sketch I'm going to play for you from that show. This is an old sketch. It's from 1992, and they're making fun of one of many budget cuts for the healthcare system, which is always being cut down in budget.
Og ég set ekki krónu í stöðumælinn, mér dettur það ekki í hug. Hvað er að gera? Já, ég sagði þér þetta, Trausti. Já, þú gæti farið flatt á því að borga ekki stöðumælinn. Maður á ekki að vera ympagogg, allra síst á spítalum. Aumingja maðurinn, aumingja blessaður maðurinn. Ég skal borga stöðumælinn.
So after that show has finished, everybody goes out and shoots fireworks usually. And it's a whole lot of fun just to see all the fireworks. Fireworks in our eyes symbolize where we blow away the old year and celebrate the new one. And many of us, or according to this poll I did on YouTube, few of us actually make resolutions, but yeah, I'm actually gonna stick to mine because they're quite simple and they are in a couple of parts, 3 parts actually. If you watched this far along, how about hitting the like and subscribe button? It really helps. I'm at 489 when I'm recording this subscribers, and I would love to hit the milestone 500 soon, and every subscriber helps. So the first part is I'm actually going to be making a better effort on YouTube. I'm actually going to be writing scripts for videos like this, and I'm actually going to be making a little bit more effort into making the videos better. So if it's not pure home renovation, they'll be more scripted and it should be easier for me to edit. But also on the edit parts, I'm gonna stop rushing as much for the videos because I have been making idiotic mistakes, like in the Christmas video where I accidentally only had the music starting at the beginning, but it was actually supposed to have an intro, and the intro is here. So I'm driving home to my parents' house, and I thought it would be a good idea to have you to keep me company. And I also started editing the thumbnail, which somehow ended up in the middle of the video. One is a peeping Tom, but in my defense, I was using my laptop and not my PC, so I had to use another program, and yeah, it was quite cumbersome to say the least. On the second part, I am actually going to stick with one video per week. I actually published over 45 videos last year, which is pretty good, which is almost once a week, but there were videos that are twice a week, and then there were a couple of weeks between videos. I'm gonna try to stick now with once a week and see how that goes. The third part of my resolution is more of a pathway to what I'm gonna be doing this year. So I'm definitely gonna be finishing the top floor. I'm gonna try to finish the basement and making that proper. And during summertime, I'm gonna be working outside because I have to seize the summer because it's not like we have a lot of summer here, as some of you may have noticed. So my plans are at least to build a deck and go into the cladding of the house. That's what I'm going to try to do, but of course it's all dependent on cash status or money status. So those are my resolutions for the year. They're quite simple and they're very generic, kinda, except for the once a week. But there actually have some things been happening in the house for the couple of days I've been back. So I got the shower working, but there's one big fault, and I found out that when I had a plumber over for a separate thing, that the previous plumber had rotated the hot water and the cold water, so the mixer didn't work unless I had it upside down. So that's gonna get fixed. But I had to return the previous mixer and the shower itself because it did leak. But now it works fantastically and it's so good taking a shower. It's oh so perfect taking a warm shower, especially since my water heater for the oven systems or the radiators correctly have failed. So currently the house sits at around about 16 degrees Celsius, which is pretty good because I have my plug-in radiator and heat blower going, but yeah, it's not as toasty and good as it used to be. But according to the plumber, the coils in the heater fried out, so that's gonna get fixed in the week. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good start for the year. And wait 1 second. I think it's only proper that I toast for the year that has gone by and toast for a new year. Pretty good whiskey I got here. So I just want to say skál. Thank you for watching, for all the comments, all the likes. You've been such great viewers and you've helped me through tough bits and the good bits, and I hope there's going to be a lot more of it. So cheers to you. Skál. But I'm going to call it quits on this video, so I'll see you in the next one. See ya.